Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Here we are.
Well, this is where I say here we are too.
Something like that. Yep. So today we are going to be experiencing Dogfish Head's Let's Get Lost American Single Malt Whiskey. This one comes in at 51% ABV or 102 proof. And yeah, so I don't know that I've ever had this before.
I don't think a lot of people have because this showed up on Facebook a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's what led me to it. So for those of you who don't know, Dogfish Head is based in Milton, Delaware? Milford?
Milfordton?
Yeah, which is on the east coast or eastern shore of Delaware, not far from the beaches. I've been there, but only to drink beer. But apparently in the last several years, they've gotten into some other things, including American Single Malt.
Well, one thing they haven't gotten into is
child safety protection locks.
Well, yeah, the tab just broke right off as I was trying to peel it. So.
Okay, well, quality control at the plant.
There we go.
So as far as the channel goes, for those of you watching super closely, the only single malt we've tried, American Single Malt, has been from Old Line, a couple different variations of their line. Mm-hmm. But this is in our same basic geographic area. They're out of Delaware. We could be to this place in hour and a half, 2 hours?
2 hours, yep. Maybe.
So I'm actually looking forward to this. I had no idea they were making any sorts of whiskey, much less American Single Malts.
Yeah. So, can I take them on a journey?
Oh, please. Wow. Okay. Just push me right out.
All right. Let's see. Dogfish Head, Let's Get Lost.
Excuse me.
It says distilled from scratch using a custom blend of malted barley and aged over 3 years in charred American oak. Warming and complex, each sip expresses itself with green apple, the caramelized sugar notes of a banana foster, tobacco, and spice. There you have it.
Can I come back in?
You can come on in.
Okay.
So
as you were talking, I cheated and took a little sip.
I get the green apple on the nose.
Yeah.
A little spice.
But only having one experience with American Single Malt, it's similar, but it's very different at the same time.
It is. This is like a richer smell, at least. I don't know what the flavor's like yet, but the smell, I can kind of feel that tobacco kind of coming through.
I'm getting a lot of licorice off this. Do you see it?
Heavy tobacco notes. But yeah.
Tobacco, licorice, you could confuse the two of them in my mind.
Like on the back of the tongue, I definitely get that tobacco. And I get more of the green apple on the nose than I do on the palate, but there's still a little bit of that brightness from the green apple. Mm-hmm. I mean, the 3-year aging, you can tell it's not extremely old. I like it. I think they did a good job.
I agree. This is pretty complex. You're getting a lot of notes in there. It's not like Buffalo Trace, which I love, where you get a lot of cinnamon. Mm-hmm. This has like 3 or 4 different flavors to it. Green apple is one. For me, licorice.
Yeah,
black licorice.
I get it in the form of that tobacco. I think that's right, the way that I perceive it versus how you do, but it's good. So let's get to it. What do you think?
So as a neat pour?
Yeah, as a neat pour.
This is good. It's good, but again, it's like my experience with American Single Malts is very limited.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining because there's a lot of people getting into it now. These breweries that are moving into distilleries, I get it. They have the infrastructure to do it, and they have the logistics to do it. Mm-hmm. I believe they're making rum. They're probably making gin, clear spirits. Why are you laughing?
I'm just No reason.
I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah, Dogfish Head makes a lot of clear spirits. They make a vodka, they make a gin, they make rum, they make several different flavored rums.
Okay.
I've
only had their beer. That's why I asked.
Yeah,
so.
they've made a flavored whiskey, which I can't remember what it's called, but I was not a fan of it at all.
Okay.
This I wasn't sure what I was going to be getting into just because of the experience I had with their other whiskey, which I wasn't a fan of.
Right.
I like this a lot.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this at an 8 as a neat pour.
I think I'm good with that at this point. How it is in a Manhattan, we'll see.
Yeah.
This is, I'm getting a lot of the barrel out of this, a lot of the oak.
Yeah.
You seeing that too?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I do get that, and maybe that's kind of also what I'm getting when I think I'm tasting that tobacco note. Could be the
it's
the char from
it's
the
the
barrel.
burnt, the chart.
The chart.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with an 8.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this translates as a Manhattan.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Toyota.
That's a nice even pour, sir.
Well, I've done it a couple times.
Are we doing cherries for this?
Yeah, of course.
We kind of have to. It's obligatory. Cherry.
I thought I was gonna get you cherry. Okay.
There we go. I'm actually looking forward to this after having a limited amount of experience with American single malts. This is something different for me.
Cheers.
Smells like
Manhattan. I think that's really good.
it's pretty good.
I am getting a lot of that same, what I was taking as tobacco. I'm getting a lot of that comes through in this. I like it. I think this is really good. I think it's well balanced. I think, the whiskey definitely comes through. It doesn't get overshadowed by the vermouth, which sometimes that happens. I mean, we've had 50%, bottled and bond proof type whiskeys where the vermouth has just overpowered it. So I think they nailed this, to be honest with you.
It's pretty good.
For what I think is the first iteration of a single malt whiskey for Dogfish Head, I think they knocked it out of the park. I think they made something that's really good. It's good, neat. Obviously, I think now we can say that it stands up in a Manhattan. I think it's a really good quality spirit. And I think it's, how much was this bottle?
I don't remember.
I mean, give me a ballpark.
55? 50 something, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not $30,
right?
But it's also not $150, which you're going to pay for, some really, really crazy premium thing. Yeah, no, this is.
But this is good. Yeah,
I like it. I like this a lot. So, you want my number?
Yes.
I'm the same. I'm at an 8 with this also.
I'm more inclined to go a little bit lower, like a 7.5. It's not.
7.58. For me, it's the uniqueness of it.
Right.
It's the fact that I can taste this. Like, I already like the flavor of the whiskey neat, and the fact that I can still taste some of those notes in the Manhattan cocktail makes it a little bit unique for me. There's not a lot of whiskeys that we've had that had the same flavor profile as this neat.
Right.
And the fact that I can still carry that over and taste it in the cocktail, that's why I'm at an 8. But 7.58, I think we're really splitting hairs. I'm good with 7.5 also.
Okay. Yeah, again, it's not the best I've had, but it's still really good. 7.5 is for us is a really good score.
I agree. So there you have it.
7.5.
Yeah. So Dogfish Head, Let's Get Lost. Neat score, 8.0. And a Manhattan cocktail, if that's your bag, which it's ours.
Apparently.
7.5.
That's why the name's on the channel, right?
Something about a Manhattan, I don't know. But yeah, so there you have it. So if you guys haven't already tried out this whiskey, if it's something that's available to you where you guys live, I would recommend checking it out.
Yep.
All right.
It's a winner.
It's a winner.
Yep.
It's a wiener. So there you have it. Until next time, cheers.
Cheers. No Manhattan left behind.